go back almost 30 years with Mike. My name is Ken Ruff, Dr. Kenneth Ruff, at the time Mr. Ruff. I actually served as Michael's 5th grade teacher.
All right, so I'm nervous as hell right now. Each station will have papers and pens. The paper and your words represent the seeds that are sown in your walk. I'm far removed from your idea of a delinquent. I have an intrapersonal experience delineated from a composite etch. God-fearing? Yes, most definitely. But my ideas aren't your ideas. And your ideas, I don't covet. Same subject, different path. I've accepted your judgment, and I've moved way past that. Accepting the movements of creating and becoming my very own masterpiece. Autonomy.
The only thing I was going to ask is, how did you enjoy the event?
I enjoyed the event. I really did. I did see your text, and it appears that you enjoyed the event. Yeah, I thought it was nice. The amount of people, definitely the amount of people there. And I saw, as I got out the car with my book, I noticed there were 2 or 3 other people that were coming in who had already gotten their book also.
Yeah.
It was fantastic to see that many people come out to the library and fill up the YA room, and to see that support for a community member, and to have the book on display currently now. That's the book that's in our catalog now. I have it out. So, and I'm excited to continue working with you.
Thank you.
I thought it was great. Oh yeah, I wasn't bullshit.
I didn't think you were.
I love how you made it like an engaging event. From what we did actually experience, there was like a first part of it that really allowed individuals to actually kind of go deep in thought. But it was encouraging as well. Yeah, so it was good. It was small and it was intimate. I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
The part of the gathering that I really enjoyed was the young man that responded to words that you remember in your house, and he had mentioned that always speak when you enter a room.
Whenever you walk into a room, acknowledge the people that are there. Say hello to everyone.
Yes.
And I found a lot of people don't do that.
Right.
So when I came in, that's why I harassed the group right here, because they were to my immediate right. Number 3, I think, was watching my mother suffer from mental illness. It was a blessing in disguise because it put me on my path and journey that I have today. And number 4, my great-grandmother, who was in Atlanta, Georgia. We would go from Brooklyn to see her every summer for about 20 years. And I remember the story about her mother, who would be my great-great-grandmother, and her talk about her getting hit in the head, which caused her to be deaf from her slave master. And that always stuck with me, that even though you don't see those before you, they suffered for us to be there. And that was it, sir.
Thank you.
I ain't got much more to say than I did. It was good. It was educational, and I liked it a lot. I've never been to a book signing that had that kind of format to make it participatory to all the people, which is pretty great to me. I like that, and the questions that made you kind of delve into your history and stuff. That's almost a family function to me. Yeah, and to have my mom there was good. Trying to see her remember her stuff. It inspires you to want to write, and the poem that you recited was like real great. Excellent. Makes you think about your origins. Well, it should make you think about your origins.
is all of that. It was still about why people were there. And the people were there. I know why I was there. I had an hour's ride down and an hour's ride back to get back to another meeting.
Yeah.
Right? But it was important to be supportive.
Yeah.
But the supportive aspect of that, and again, I broaden it out. It's the supporting aspect of how we support others who help support us. Okay? And you're right, it's a reciprocity. But the other part of that is you do that because hopefully in your own mind, it's one of the right things that you should do.
Yeah.
But how do we support each other? And you know, I'm going back to the same thing. Do we support our family? Do we support our friends? Do we support our community? Or do we support our culture? You know, all of those things relate to the same basic common theme of support. And if we engage in supporting each other, right, what are we talking about? We're talking about exposing people to a history that they're not aware of. But that's why are we doing that? To support how we're dealing with our own culture. So, you know, that door you open and the questions that you ask, you could put that in that universal concept of making you think. And the question of making you think then leads to the other question, making you think about what? And it's the what that opens the door to so many things, which is probably what I'm rambling on about.
That ain't a ramble. That's a good ending. Man, that was a good ending.